power of the mind over the body is controversial, the question of mind over matter often provokes outcry and outrage. Does the human mind contain hidden powers to move mountains and communicate with the spirits that ordinary science can't comprehend? To believers in the paranormal and the existence of psychic power, the answer is obvious.
There was one lad that I knew that I met for the first time, and I just knew instantly he'd attempted suicide twice. I don't know how I knew it.
We often experience things we cannot explain. The phone may ring and you know who it is before you pick it up. Here at the Psychic Workshop, people believe it's not just coincidence, but our latent sixth sense. Billy Roberts is a medium and believes everyone has the ability to tap in on their hidden psychic powers. The idea that the mind has powers beyond the realms of scientific understanding has been around for thousands of years. Scientific research into the paranormal came to prominence in the 1930s when 4 psychic powers were identified: telepathy, mind-to-mind communication; clairvoyance, seeing things in the future; precognition, knowing what the future holds; and psychokinesis, moving objects with the mind. These people believe that there are 7 psychic energy points in the body called chakras.
This one here, between the brows, is the seat of the traditional third eye. It's called ajna, and this is the one connected or associated with clairvoyance, the ability to perceive visually the supersensual aspects of life. And this one here, it's called vishuddha, and it's to do with the auditory system. And this enables the individual, once activated, to be sensitive around the ears. They can, in actual fact, hear spirit sounds or voices.
Another psychic power which some people claim to have is the ability to communicate with the spirit world.
Did you see something in bright blue?
No, because it's not the colour that I'd wear.
You have to understand that clairvoyance or mediumship is experimental. It doesn't always work. A medium is like a radio. You tune it in to get the right station. And sometimes you get the station perfectly well, and other times you get nothing at all.
Despite its many failings, the paranormal has attracted increasing academic interest.
Some people have said that telepathy is a form of mental radio. And after all, the brain is extremely complicated, with billions of brain cells all interacting. Other people have said that, for instance, subatomic particles shoot between brains and carry information. I don't like these ideas. I think they're much too simplistic, and they certainly don't explain cases of clairvoyance, where you're remotely viewing something, because there's certainly no brain at the other end.
On the Friday morning, I turned up at RAF Stanmore, and all I took with me was my passport to prove who I was, and I took the notes from the dreams. And I went to the main gate and said, "I have come to warn you about a bomb."
The potential of ESP is phenomenal, really, when you think about it. I think the military have been particularly interested because if by remote viewing techniques you could ascertain what your enemy was doing, this is obviously of tremendous importance. We mustn't assume that because you don't get repetitive results that the phenomenon doesn't exist. It could well exist. And the fact that it does come up time and time again, say with odds of 100 million to 1 against chance, you've got to look at that evidence seriously.